Hi guys, I'm back. It's been a while. Finally got most of my school stuff done. So I'll be posting more, really. But yeah, let's get into it. What if Deku was a Necromancer? Part 2. So, yeah, and before I get into the story, a lot of these a big idea for this is taken from a YouTube channel called All Things D&D. I really like them. They have great stories, and I think that you guys should check it out too. They have a bunch of stories, not just about the Grey Necromancer. And I really like them. I hope you guys check them out. So when we left off, Deku was just about to go to entrance exam, and yeah, we go there. So during that, he doesn't trip, so he doesn't meet Uraraka. I was gonna say Ochako just because Uraraka is weird to say, to me at least. Yeah, so he doesn't meet Ochako, and when that happens, Ida, and during the thing, Ida sort of, he doesn't yell at Deku, he just sort of gets annoyed at his mumbling, and tells him to stop, and Deku, being more confident in this, he just says no. And Ida gets a bit annoyed at this, but he just thinks it better not to make a larger scene, so he just continues talking about the 0-pointer. Of course, then Deku gets sort of annoyed, and so he says, "Oh, and also, if you wanted to know about the robots, about the fourth robot, maybe you should let him finish." And I'm just gonna say the whole the whole room starts laughing, except for President Mike. He thinks it's funny, but he doesn't laugh, because that'd be unprofessional. Yeah, so Ida gets embarrassed by this, and so he really doesn't like Deku. I'm gonna say that Bakugo, he doesn't recognize him, but he just thinks of him as familiar, but he doesn't know where it is. He doesn't confront Deku about it. He's gonna do that later. Yeah, so at the practical exam for that, Deku starts walking towards the front. Ida steps in front of him, saying two things. First off, he tells him not to interrupt Ochako, and Deku responds to that by saying, "Who?" I was like, "That girl there." Oh, I don't care. And yeah, Deku doesn't really mind anyone else. He's gonna be the one just in the corner, strong, but not crazy strong. Sorry. Yeah, so he is overpowered, but not to the point where he can't be defeated. So yeah, so Deku, and Ida also asks him to take his gloves off. Since Deku's wearing gloves, to hide the skeleton arm, long gloves. Not like the picture, but you can say he's wearing white gloves, I guess. And Deku just tells him no, because he just doesn't want to. And that's none of his business. Ida gets sort of annoyed at this, but Then, like, he was about to say something else, but then President Mike says go. Since, obviously, there's no countdown. So, yeah, he says go, and then everyone starts running. Deku takes off straight forward, and he opens up black holes all over the city, taking out a bunch of robots. And it's not like he takes all of them. Since the zero pointer came out of nowhere, I would say that all robots can like appear out of nowhere. So more appear, and Deku knows that that's enough. And Deku really isn't super heroic now. So when he hears Ochako, he doesn't really do anything. Because he sort of just waits on top of a building. But then I'd say that he doesn't want people to die though. So he opens up a black hole above Ochako that sucks in the foot of the thing. Because it was trying to step on her. And so Deku has a twin sister in this. And I'm going to name her just Izumi. Because that's a common name for Sister Deku. So yeah, Izumi, and Izumi's the one who got one for all. So one sees a green-haired girl jump in the air and smash the head of the robot. I'd say that and Deku recognizes her instantly. But he's a bit more, like, he dyed his hair dark. I'm just trying to make it so that she can't recognize him. Why am I only yawning when I'm on camera? Yeah, so he sees that and gets a bit annoyed, but he doesn't really care. Because the only reason why he saved Ochako was to do that. He just wanted to save her because he doesn't want people to die. Jeez. Don't know why that took so long. So, yeah, he goes back, he's more working with, like, making contracts. Like, I'd say that he sort of works, like, making contracts for Deathless with the villains, heroes, or just normal civilians. If you guys don't, jeez. If you guys don't remember, I made a update to the death list that's not in All Things D&D. Because from All Things D&D, from that story, it just keeps them how it was when they died. But for this, it's like it puts them back in their prime. So it's like if Gran Torino was to do that, then he would like get tall again. I don't even know how he got so short. Like, it was a normal sized before. Like, at least in the flashbacks. But yeah, so I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, so yeah, I would say that he just continues working, gets a couple more deathless contracts, and I'm just waiting for the UA thing. But yeah, so Astashan isn't really in the story since he's training Eri, who now has control over her quirk. She's able to choose when it goes off, and if she wants to she can like turn it back. So Deku walks in. He doesn't mind the giant door because through the Deathless, he has seen villains or heroes that are really big, so he understands that. So he ignores that. He walks in. There's the whole Ida and Bakugo thing, and Izumi did get in. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't. Yeah, I don't think I said this before. Deku got, I'd say, like 500 villain points and 30 rescue points, because the 60 rescue points were split between him and Izumi. Since Deku saved Ochako from the foot, and Izumi destroyed the robot. So, yeah, so that happened. Yeah, so walks in, he sees Bakugo arguing with Ida. Izumi sees him, and Izumi wasn't as nice as Deku in canon. She is more like Bakugo, but yeah, she did have a quirk before, so I'd say that she has the flame breath quirk, but then she got one for all. So yeah. So she and Bakugo are friends. But yeah, Izumi doesn't really remember what Deku looked like. She remembered, but she didn't really care. Because in her mind, it was like he was just a quirkless loser that couldn't do anything. So it was a good thing that he disappeared. Because her mom and dad didn't say that they abandoned him. They just say that he disappeared. Now when they stopped the car to get some food or something, he disappeared. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's the backstory. So, yeah. He does that. Sorry. Yeah, that's her mind. Bakugo has faint memories, like remembers the name, but doesn't remember the face. So, yeah. So in this, I'd say, they go in, Izumi's sort of arguing with Ida as well, since she's good friends with Bakugo and, just like him. But they're both really confident, and I think, they're rivals, but also good friends. Think Might Guy and Kakashi from Naruto. It's they're good friends, but they're rivals. But they're both really powerful. Yeah, so that happens. Bakugo finds out about One for All sooner, because Izumi just tells him right off the bat, because, he's the only one that would really question it, since no one else knows her. But yeah, so then Ida sees Deku and sort of just goes to sit down, just not saying anything, just huffing. And Deku just goes to sit in the corner. Izumi goes over to talk to him, because Deku is more like Aizawa. He just sits in the corner and doesn't really talk. So he really doesn't like that. So he does that. Izumi goes over to talk to him. He just ignores her, and she gets mad. Slams her hand down on the desk, cracking it. Deku ignores this, and then Izumi getting really annoyed for being ignored, tries to pull off the gloves. He just, pulls his hand away and just tells her to sit down. And she turns around in a huff as well, since she doesn't like him. And Deku knows exactly who she is, and he doesn't like her. So, when that happens, Deku just ignores her. Like, ignores all her complaining to Bakugo. Bakugo just doesn't care, like, gets annoyed and a bit mad, but he just doesn't act on it since the teacher comes in. But I'd say that while Izumi's complaining to Bakugo, Ochako comes up to him and says thanks for saving her. He ignores that. Ochako, being the nice person she is, doesn't pay any mind. Thinking that he's just the shy type or something. And then she goes over to thank Izumi. And then this is when Aizawa comes in and says how it took them 8 seconds to get quiet and how that's not good enough. And then the whole exam thing, like, physical test. Yeah. So during the ball throw, Deku goes first. Bakugo, not, like everyone else in the class, sort of stands in awe of him, just because he got, like, even more points than All Might did. But he just ignores them. Yeah. So, yeah, he thinks of it as that. So, people, like, everyone but Bakugo and Izumi, they all, like, cheer him on. He throws it, like, he doesn't have super strength, but he is quite strong. And people know that, but he does use, like, the black holes to, like, make it go a lot farther. It's like, I'd say in the atmosphere, but not enough that it goes outside, so it's not infinity. But I'd say, like, yeah, he teleports it really far. And people are very surprised at that. Also, how does Aizawa's machine, like, know how far it goes? I mean, like, if it goes out in space, I get that he would think it's, yeah. Sorry, I'm going on a rant. Yeah, so, what happens, then it's Izumi, since she has more control over it, since she's used to having a quirk, and she gets more power, like, yeah, she's stronger. Sorry, I forgot to say the scene in the locker room. So, like, all the guys see Deku with his shirt off. He has a bunch of scars. Like, he's ripped because, yeah, stronger body, stronger magic. Saying that. And he has a bunch of scars from when he was training with the skeletons and Deathless. And Kirishima comments on this and says how it's so manly. As we all know, that's literally the only thing that's important to him. But yeah, when Bakugo, and everything else is similar. Izumi doesn't break her arm. She has more full cowling. Yeah. So, but Deku still wins in the race because he can teleport. Long jump because, again, he can teleport. What was it? What was the other one? Side to side lunges? Yeah, he gets that normally. Sorry. So yeah, side to side lunges he gets normally. so he gets first, like, in almost everything except for side-to-side lunges and the ball throw, since Ochako gets infinity. Yeah, so yeah, I'd say that Mineta gets expelled because he's weird, and he's like the only reason why he's in there is for comic relief. He does nothing for the story. But yeah, so now for the for the Heroes versus Villains exam, it's Bakugo and Izumi versus Deku and Ochako. So yeah, that happens, and yeah, I'd say that Deku would sort of just, like, Bakugo would rush them. Izumi would also rush, but not as recklessly. She would try to set up a trap, like a tripwire. So Deku goes at Bakugo. And he teleports Bakugo outside the building. Yeah, because he can do that. Because a black hole pulls Bakugo in, and can't get out until he opens another portal. Yeah, jeez. Again, way off track. But yeah, so then he runs forward with Ochako, and he asks Ochako to make him weightless, and he teleports behind Izumi, wrapping her up with capture tape before she could notice, like around her arm or something. And Bakugo can still do stuff. He was just teleported outside the building, so he can run back in and try and stop him. But by then, Deku already touched the bomb. Because Izumi can't do anything once the capture tape is around her. So that happens. And all this, the gloves stay on. No one knows. Oh, yes. So, yeah, everything else goes the same. Except for, I guess, Ida takes Mineta's spot. So, yeah. And so, yeah. Bakugo is really mad because he got to do absolutely nothing. Izumi's also very mad because she got to do nothing. And then All Might praised Deku for that use, and tells them what they can fix by Bakugo not rushing in, Izumi staying aware of her surroundings, since they couldn't really do anything else. So everything else is the same. Now onto the USJ. So when they do that, Deku goes in, sees the portal, tells everyone to get back. After Kirishima, because Kirishima doesn't get to comment on the thing. Deku reacts too quickly. So, yeah. Does that, tells everyone else to get out. Bakugo and Izumi rush in, attacking the villains. Everyone gets teleported away. Deku was where he was before, but no Mineta. Deku just pretty much opens the black hole for all the villains, and pulls all of them and the water in. Then he puts it in the fireplace. So all the water villains are useless, since some of them are fish-like. So that happens. And then they just go back to the middle seeing Aizawa beat all them up, sees the Nomo, beat Aizawa up, and Deku rushes in, attacking the Nomu, seeing that's there, and can't do anything. And he hears All Might say, "I am here." Shigaraki tells Nomu just to finish off the kid quickly and do that. I'd say that Deku had opened, and I'd say that Deku, realizing that there's no way he could beat the Nomu this way, because even if, like, it's too big for the black holes, because it doesn't, like, mess things up, and he sees that it can regenerate after he does that. He takes off his glove for the skeleton arm, because he's wearing one he's wearing one glove, and that's why people are commenting on it. So he does that. People see the skeleton arm. The villains get scared, but then the heroes are shocked and are about to attack him. But then he just grabs the Nomu's arm, starts to drain it, and it starts to go more into a skeleton, because he's also using, like, decay spell. If I didn't say this before, his decay spell is different than Shigaraki's quirk. His just decays down to the bone. It doesn't, like, disintegrate. I'm not sure if he has a decay quirk. I think it's just disintegration. Yeah, he decays down to the bone, so he raises skeletons instead of zombies. Yeah, so that happens. Deku, like, it starts to, like, shrivel up, and because it is getting weaker and weaker. Yeah, so that happens. Shigaraki gets scared, tells them to leave. And Deku, he'd open portals for the skeletons to come and trap, like, and hold all the villains down. The villains really don't want to move because they're scared that they'll kill them all. Because they think he is the Great Necromancer. And yeah, so, like, the heroes, like, All Might attacks Deku, but Deku just opens up a black hole and, like, teleports him back to the other heroes. And the snipe guy, like the guy who shot Shigaraki, he does that. And Aizawa, still being conscious, uses his quirk on Deku, then tells them to run at him to try and take him down. And he just opens it up another portal. Aizawa is freaked out that his quirk isn't working. Sorry, not sure if you heard that, but my dog, yeah, just did something. So yeah, Aizawa was freaked out that his quirk wasn't working. Then Deku, he tells the skeletons to bring all the villains in front of the heroes. The heroes aren't moving because they see that none of the skeletons are disappearing. So they're all freaked out. Midnight doesn't. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if Midnight was there. Yeah, they don't do anything. Deku. Yeah, that happens. So Deku creates. Sorry, I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, I'd say that he makes or teleports in handcuffs for all the villains, and so the villains are taken care of. The heroes tell him to surrender. He just puts his hands in the air. He's like, I don't really care. Like, go ahead and take me in. And they question him and ask him if he's the Great Necromancer. He tells them that no, he isn't. Um, he tells them the story of how, tells them how, like he doesn't tell them, like he tells them these things. One, that the Great Necromancer is a couple thousand year old, ancient necromancer, and that, he had taken care of that, and he had pretty much awakened him. Also that, he's using magic, not a quirk. And he tells him how he was abandoned and that he's not using his real name. They ask him what his real name is, but he doesn't say. So they have no idea who he is. They let him go, just under surveillance. Yeah, so I'm gonna... And then next we're gonna go into the... So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Next time we're going into the sports festival where some people will figure out some things. So I'll see you guys later. I'm probably gonna do another video once I have maybe 10 likes, I guess. Oh no, I'll just do another video later though, not right now. So bye.